Hello, everybody. In today's podcast, I want to talk about white light. I'm going to do a series on all the different lights, and there'll be in a section on my page, so you might find it interesting as we go through. But this is the first one I'm doing, and it's about the white light. If you're in a spiritual practice situation, you will know about the white light. The white light comes from the other dimension, but it can be brought into our dimension. When I use the white light, I usually use it for healing for myself and when I'm sending out some healing to other people. White light is very powerful and it's high vibration. It contains all the colours in it, so all the different colours that we know down here actually contain, like a rainbow, in the white light. It's a very useful light because it covers many bases if you're trying to send healing or do healing on yourself. The way I bring the white light into my aura is I bring it through my crown. So I bring it through the top of my head and I start to flood my entire aura and my body with the white light. So you just keep flooding your body. One of the easiest ways to think of it when you first start is like paint, that you're pouring paint into you and you just dribble the paint all through. And visually that's quite good as you're going down your hands, down through the torso, down your back, and down your legs to your feet. So you just drench yourself basically with your white light paint. That's a good way to do it. You can also white light every organ. I'll do that if I'm just lying there or doing my meditation, and I white light my heart, my stomach, my intestines, my kidneys, etc., etc., and I white light those areas. I also white light my bones, my muscles. So white light can be used as a healing light. It's very quick and easy to do. And when you do absent healing, you just send white light to people. So you white light them. It's from the top of their head up, just drown them in white light and fill them up with white light. A lot of people don't have a lot of light in their aura. When they come in as little children, they do, but as life takes its toll on us, we can lose it, we can have other things happen to us and it diminishes. And often by the time people are ready to pass, they have very little white light in their aura. Sometimes they have so little white light that they can't pass easily. And I know this sounds strange, but they run out of energy to even pass. And so I've actually sent people white light to help them cross because they're in pain or it's their time, and I just keep sending them white light to help them cross over because you need a certain amount of energy to cross. Sounds strange to say it in that way, but that's what I have observed. White light can also be used as protection, so you can protect yourself from the energies around you with white light. For example, when I go outside to the shops or I'm going to visit people, if I go to a hospital, particularly places like that, I will white light myself as I'm walking in. It's like putting myself in a big bubble of light. It's a very good practice. Many people who are spiritual people do this. Sometimes I've forgotten because we're just human and we forget. And then if I'm at the shops and I think, oh my goodness, I didn't white light myself, I often find the best practice is as you're walking in through the doors, you just white light yourself. It stops you being drained by the other energies and being so affected. It's like your aura isn't so vulnerable because you're covered up with white light, like in a big bubble. I see it like a big bubble. If you are with people and they're getting quite difficult, they're angry or cranky or very draining, you can stand there in front of them or be with them and add more layers of white light. I remember standing in front of somebody thinking, oh my goodness, this is hard work. And Spirit just said, white light yourself 3 times more. And I did, and I just put more white light on, because I didn't want to absorb that energy and I didn't want to be hit by that energy. It'll stop that energetic when they hit on your aura, so you white light yourself more. You can use it for protection for yourself, which is in our realm is called white lighting ourselves. And you can also use it to protect other people. If I would go out in my car, I would white light the car. Always get in the car as I drove out, would white light it. If I was in the car with someone else, I would white light the car. it doesn't always stop a lesson. If something's supposed to happen for a reason, you won't stop it, but you can minimise the impact and the bad effect from it. I knew someone and they wanted to go somewhere, and I kept saying to them, I think you should use the bus. I don't think you should drive today. And they're like adamant, no, I'm going to use the car. I said, well, I'll drive you down there, but we'll use the bus, because I had a really bad feeling in my gut, you know. It wouldn't go away. The person went off, and during the day I just kept white lighting the car and kept white lighting the car. And of course, I think it was 2:30, the phone call came, there'd been a car accident, the person involved in a car accident, gone through the lights, and pushed the car in front of them through the lights because they didn't brake in time. Two 80-year-olds were in the front, hit an electrical transformer thing. So when I arrived at the scene, there was fire engines and ambulances, and they were trying to get the people out of the car. It was miraculous because no one was really hurt. And there were a few bystanders, obviously, because it was a big accident. And I remember the one person saying, oh, they must have had angels watching over them today, because I can't believe that they've all got out the car. And they say the protection that I was sending all day because of the bad feeling minimised the impact. The people probably needed to have that as part of whatever their journey was. And I didn't stop that. But the outcome was not as severe as it could have been. Use the white light to protect. You can protect creatures. I live in Australia, so I remember one day we were driving back from the shops and on a very busy road, and this koala was trying to run across the road. I immediately white lighted the animal, and we got across the road. So you can also send white light to protect animals. It just doesn't have to be humans. The last thing you can do with the white light is to sit in the light. I find this the most beautiful practice that they taught me. A lot of people do it, and it's very beautiful. So you sit still. You need probably to be on your own. And you just see the light coming down like a huge big shaft, coming down like a big umbrella over you, and the light's just coming, and you just lie in the light or sit in the light. You don't do anything, you just lie there, and you lie in the light, because the light is the connection to spirit, to our God, as we see our spiritual journey. Everyone will see it all differently, but it's all to do with the light. And lying and sitting in the light is like being with our spiritual beings. You will actually feel very calm being in the light. I do it as a calming meditation. I also do it just because I want to be in the light, so I just lie in the light and see myself completely immersed. You can also add light in your house, areas that you think are a little dark. I just flood it with white light. And you can also send white light to other people and flood their bodies with white light. Remember, everything you send with love and light, and if they don't want it, they won't have it. But if you don't send it, they never get a chance. And you can white light your animals as well, your pets. We can also send light to our projects. For example, if you started a shop or you've got something on the internet you're trying to promote or get out there, you can send white light to it. I've done that. And that's also a very powerful way of using the light. And that way we can make sure that we've sent light to all the projects, all the things that we want to do, all the people, and to ourselves. Have fun with the white light. I really find it quick and easy and a very good protection. And I have checked people before how much light they had in their body, white light, did the absent healing and just sent it. And I've talked in other podcasts how to do that. And then I've checked afterwards my pendulum, and they've got just so much more white light in them. I think the white light also helps your connection with spirit, obviously, and for you to get more psychic and spiritual messages more easily because you have more light within your aura. Have fun, as I said earlier, white lighting yourself. It could be a very white light week this week. So I send you love and healing.